Hello, this is Keith All, and welcome back. Today we're going to be learning a DAX function within Power BI Desktop. And the DAX function that we're going to be learning today is the weekday function. So the weekday function within Power BI is used to identify the day of the week for a given date, and it returns a numeric value between 1 and 7. Depending on which day of the week it is, and optionally based upon a specified return type. And you'll learn what that is in a second. So the syntax is you're going to type in weekday, and the first argument is the date. And the date is required. So this argument can be a date in a datetime format. In this case, an example that I'm using today is I'm going to be utilizing a date column within my calendar table, and it's already formatted as a date format. So it could also be an expression that evaluates to a date or a text representation of a date that is in a format recognized by Power BI. Now, the return type, the second argument to the weekday function, is optional. Now, this argument determines the numbering scheme used to represent the days of the week. And it can be 1, 2, or 3. And by default, it is set to 1, meaning if I omit the second argument, that means the numbering scheme is going to be a set to 1, which means that if the day of the week actually falls on a Sunday, then Sunday is marked as the first day of that week, and so forth until Saturday, and Saturday will be deemed as the seventh day of that week. Now, if I use a return type of 2, that means that the start of the week is going to be Monday, meaning that Monday will be given a value of 1 and it'll end on Sunday. And Sunday will be actually the seventh day of the week. And as you can see, if we use 3, it'll mark the days accordingly based upon this. So in this case, I come from the United States and I want to be able to have a return type of Sunday of 1, meaning that Sunday will be the first day of the week, Monday's the second, Tuesday is third, and so forth. So this example today, what we're going to be building here is this function right here. I'm going to name it weekend. I'm going to be putting it into the calendar table, and I'm going to be using the if function. And within the if function, I'm going to be passing it the expression that I'm going to be using. And basically, what I'm telling it is I'm checking to see if the within the calendar table, the date column, I'm checking to see if the date is going to return a 1, meaning I'm checking to see if it's a Sunday. Or that's what this double pipe is. It's an or logical operator. I'm going to also check to see if the date column is equal to a 7, which means that it's a Saturday. So basically, I'm saying if the date is a Sunday or a Saturday, I want to mark this particular record with a Y, meaning yes, which also means that yes, it's a weekend. And uh, if both of these are false, okay, then that means that the day of the week is not a weekend, which is a Saturday or a Sunday. It falls within the week. So I'm going to mark that particular record with an N, which means no, it is not a weekend. So let's go over here. I could add a new column or calculate a column in many different ways. Right now, I'm in the report view over here, but I do have the data open over here on the right. I'm in the calendar table. So I'm going to click on calendar, and you could, in this particular instance, since I'm in the report view, if I click on the calendar table, we're going to get an extra menu up here called table tools, and I could add a new column up here, or I could right click and add a new column here. Give it a second to populate. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this formula over here. Let's see. Oops. I'm going to have to copy this first. Control C. Let's do this again. New column. Let's paste that in. Press enter. Oops. Okay, let's do this again. What's first? Sorry about this. I already have a column called weekend, so let's just call this weekend 2. And then press enter. Okay, what it did, it created a column called weekend 2. I just forgot that I already created this column called weekend. So let's now go over to the table view. Okay. And forget about this column here. It's the exact same formula and everything. But anyways, what it did, that formula, as you could see, the formula is up here. And what it's doing is checking this date, 7/1/1997. It's asking if it's a Saturday or a Sunday. And if it is, it's going to mark this column as Y. If it isn't, it's going to be no. And then if you go over to this one, 7/5/1997, it's determining if that's a Saturday or a Sunday. And if it is, it's going to mark this column, weekend column, as Y, as yes. And we could verify this. Let's go to Google. And and I already typed this in. So what day of the week was 7/5/1997? So it was a Saturday. So if we go back over here, so that's why this row, this record is marked as a Y. So let's see what 7/1/1997 brings back. So let's go up here, 7/1. And as you can see, it's a Tuesday. So that's why that record is marked with an N, with a no. Okay, let's go back to the report view. And um, hopefully this tutorial gave you an idea what the Weekday DAX function in Power BI does, and what its syntax and its required arguments and so forth, and how you could actually utilize this in your reports or in your data within Power BI. I want to thank you for stopping by today. You have a great day, and also to please like and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe, because every time I upload a new video, if you're subscribed, you will be notified when a video comes out. Thanks again for stopping by today. I'll see you on the next video. Bye now.